Well, I know the Constitution, and that's how we make good decisions. And it's about America first, 100%. For me, it's God first, and that's what helps make America first again with good decisions. We've got to stop the sex trafficking of our children, the transmutilation surgeries that Judge Herson just turned back over after Trump wrote an executive order. And Judge Herson was one of the judges that Lindsey Graham confirmed. He was one of 3 Republicans that confirmed him. And sure enough, it's okay, it's legal still again for our kids to have transgender surgeries. We got to stop that. The Second Amendment is huge. We had a big rally here a couple of years ago and had over 1,000 people in the front of our store in our parking lot. And I'm 100% pro Second Amendment because, again, that's a God-given, unalienable right that shall not be infringed. So we don't need to work on laws that would give us a constitutional carry bill or open carry. We've had it since 1776. We need to be working on stuff that would make a difference, not things that God's already given us. Another big one is, enforcing our rule of law. Our enemies, and to me today, Don and Donna, we have patriots, we have enemies, and we have traitors. And Lindsey Graham has been acting like a traitor, unless it's election season again, which he's jumped in real early this time, and he should be concerned because we're all tired of it. That's why I'm running to end his 30 years of waste, abuse, and fraud. It hadn't just been this last year. We need to get to it. But we got to get our law back. All the Democrats the other night, like you were talking about, that were sitting there all depressed and being sarcastic and just acting stupid. I'd be sad, too, if my paycheck program was over. They're all traitors. And the money that they've been getting, all that's coming to an end. And some of them are probably going to be going to jail for a little while down at Gitmo, right? Because they've sold our country out. They've sold our kids out. They betrayed Donald Trump, our commander-in-chief, and they're betraying you and I. And we can't do that anymore. It's time to make Republicans a Republican again, because rhino now to me is a pronoun word, like people that signed their letterhead, during DEI and LGBTQ stuff, they signed their name, whoever Joe Blow, and their name is he, she, it, we, they, rhino. No, that's a traitor. We need to get rid of the traitors here and enforce our laws. And I don't think the J6ers, I met several of them at CPAC, I don't think that's a thing we need to deal with judicially with lawsuits. I think we need to send our military that we're commanding and kick doors in and take people to jail in handcuffs for what they did to the J6ers. Lindsey was hollering out to shoot him, and Lindsey stabbed Trump in the back immediately because that was the more popular place in the Senate chambers to go to.
Yep.